Here we are with Scalanus from the Villas, following the Browns. 24 to fucking 17 loss to the Oakland Raiders out on the West Coast. Skull.
Yes, sir.
First, we would like to ask you
First I would like to ask you a question.
Okay.
Okay, my question to you is, I'm not Chuckaletti, and I'm not Dick Carter, or I'm not any other of them some of the bitches. They come to you, and it's Channel 8 News fucking room shit. But I tell you one thing right now, I'm the Skull Man. Now,
Okay.
sir, you said you had 6 questions.
I've got several questions for you and the most interesting man in the world. First, what are your thoughts on Colt McCoy today? His performance, what do you think there, Skull?
My thoughts on Colt McCoy was sorry. He should go suck a Colt's fucking cock. Now, what's your second question? You know what a Colt is?
My second question.
No. You didn't answer my question first. What is a Colt?
A 1-year-old horse or something like that?
Yeah, so Colt should go sort of suck a 1-year horse's cock. Now, go ahead and do the second question. Go ahead, ask me your second question.
My second question. My second question is, why do you think Peyton Hillis didn't play very much today? There were reports that he was injured, but right after the reports he was injured, he came in for a series, and you didn't see very much of Peyton Hillis today. You saw more of Montero Hardesty dropping balls. What do you think about this?
Well, in the first place, I'm not Nostradamus. And in the second motherfucking place, I don't think that Hillis is happy because they didn't pay him his fucking contract, so it's capitalism. He's a capitalist motherfucker, and he should go take his ass back to Texas, or wherever the fuck ever he took his place from. Now, third question.
My third question today will be, so far, when the Browns hired Pat Shurmur, he didn't have a very good pedigree. He had never been a head coach before anywhere else in the league, and Mike Holmgren felt like he was good enough to run this team, and so far, the results are a little questionable. What do you think about Coach Pat Shurmur?
Well, what I think about Shurmur is that any coach that the motherfucking Cleveland Browns hire is got a hex on him. It's like the Rocky Calaverdo hex. When The Rock left Cleveland, we lost the World Series. It's just a hex. That's all it is a big fucking hex. Now.
So you don't feel it has anything to do with his offensive philosophy or...
Oh, it's definitely got to do with his offensive philosophy.
But you just said it was a hex.
The motherfucker can't even pass ball 10 yards downfield. He puts fucking Hardesty in the motherfucker. And when we should put somebody in with your hand, they fucking Hillis or something. He does. I think someone down the road is gonna be a coach, but in the long run, but I mean in the short run, his asshole could go suck Canelo like wait. Okay.
Oh, there goes the most interesting man in the world. He's down. He's down and out. Well, Skull, would you feel like
what? What I feel like you.
So do you feel like the Browns' offensive woes are mostly the fault of Pat Shurmur, or do we have something going on because Peyton Hillis isn't playing, or is Colt McCoy not making enough deep throws, or what? Are we lacking a number one wide receiver? What is the problem here with this Browns offense?
We ain't got a fucking motherfucking problem with the offense. What are you, stupid? Are you stupid? What fucking offense?
Well, what's the problem, Skull? Where does the blame lie?
If I knew that, I would just say what I said. I'd be like fucking not so fucking dumb. if I can answer that fucking question. You asked me a question that I can't answer, but the Browns office is nil, done, none, and fucking forgotten about. No.
What's the biggest issue? What's the problem? What do we need to address?
The hex. The hex that we got on.
How do you remove the hex?
Well, if I knew that, I'd probably be a millionaire.
Oh.
Or at least a billionaire.
Okay, so Scalatus from the Villas doesn't have any answers either for the Browns offense.
No,
But-
I don't.
but
no,
what he might
no,
have
I
an
don't.
answer.
I really don't.
What he might have an answer for is longtime Cleveland Browns owner Art Modell, who moved the team from Cleveland to Baltimore in 1995, is very much hated in this city. His wife, Pat Modell, died this week, Skull. What do you think about this? Do you have any last regrets? Do you have any kind words for the Modell family? I'd just like to get your thoughts on Mrs. Pat Modell.
Mr. Trevor, you gotta be shitting me. I'm glad that bitch is dead. I wish the bastard would have died with her. The bastard, the motherfuckers, they said it never moved to Cleveland, the Browns, Cleveland. I wish the bastard would have died with her.
Now, Skull.
Burn them both together. Burn them both together and put them in the same fucking urn. Because you're fired.
Now, Skull.
Yes.
Pat Modell had nothing to do with the Browns moving to Baltimore. Why the hatred for Pat?
Bill,
She was a good lady that contributed a lot to the city over the years. She had nothing to do with Art and his greediness and his lying.
I realize things like that, but you also got to realize things too, like this. That hatred, the hatred, and the greed, the greed, that runs in the fucking family. And you don't think that she didn't have a thing to have the Browns move to? The bitch is right there. The bitch probably had her pussy in his fucking face. Why was it moving the fucking Browns? So why the fuck would I miss that bitch? Fuck that bitch.
Okay,
Now,
Skull.
anything else?
All right, Skull. We've only have another minute here, but I'd like to get your thoughts on the Browns heading back home next week versus the Seattle Seahawks.
Well, we'll have to wait and see what happens on that one. It's like Jack Nichols said in Batman. You just gotta wait. You gotta see what happens. Definitely, you gotta just wait and see what happens. That's all.
Okay, Skull. Live from the man cave, this is Bill and Uncle Skull and Dog Pound, who's laying on the couch from that California orange.
Let me give a peace signal.
Skull,
Peace signal.
we're signing off. Thank you for the interview.
I'll stick a piece of toilet paper between my ass and show it to you.
I'm good with that, Skull. Why don't we
say
save that for next week?
next week? That might be a definite possibility.
Next week, Skull, live right here from the man cave. Have a good night, everybody.